Hi, this is Miss Lister and this is Wednesday's reading lesson. The learning objective today is to draw inferences such as characters' feelings, thoughts and motives from their actions and justifying inferences with evidence. Again, we are going to be focused on the Big 10 skill of infer. So again, thinking about how we can infer, we read between the lines and become a detective looking for clues from the author. So when we are inferring, do not expect the answer to be obvious, just written there in the text. It's the way in which the author has written something to make you start to think things about the character. So today we're going to carry on looking at the story of Rainplayer and we're going to be making inferences. Now I've uploaded a picture of the blurb for you to have a look at today, but you will have already started to think about what the text will be about. But I will read you the blurb and then just see if you can think what type of story you think this could be. What narrative type would it be? So, a year of terrible drought, the charts and calendars proclaim, and the people resign themselves to starvation, all except Pick, a young ball player. He stakes their survival on a game of poker-talk with the fierce rain god. If he wins, the rains will come. If he loses, however, all will be lost. The Maya civilization is the setting for this original tale of a boy who takes his fate and his people's into his own hands. So this story is actually a Mayan myth, and a myth is a story that uses supernatural things to try and give a message. So thinking about what you've read in the blurb, what message do you think that this book will have, this myth? Will it be a positive ending, do you think, for Pick, or will it be a negative ending? What do you think that the competition here will show about people? Linking back to yesterday's learning, we're going to be focusing on inference, and but today we're going to develop it further to have a look at an inference style question, and we're going to use the see, think, wonder frame to help us. So look at the extract below. How do you think Pick feels about the gods? Give 2 reasons for your answer and use your evidence from the text to support this. So you have to be able to explain. So I will read the text to you and then I want you to complete the see, think, wonder chart. And then I want you to answer the question giving 2 reasons. So, Pick listened impatiently to the prophecy. Did the gods have nothing better to do than torment us? He whispered to his companions. Things would be different if I were the Arkin-Mai. I would just tell Chak to get to work. The boys' laughter was cut short by a chorus of croaking. The little frogs of the forest, the Oo, filled the trees about them. Knowing Oo to be the heralds of Chak, the boys fled. But before Pick could take a step, he was whisked into the swirling clouds above. So now that we've read that, I want you to complete the see. What do you see when you read this? So what is Pick doing? Where is he stood? What's around him? What does it make you think about Pick as a character? Do you think he's a good character, a bad character? Do you think that he is a nice character? Do you think maybe he's a bit arrogant, a little bit cocky? What makes you think that? I want you to be thinking about how does he feel in this moment? What about what's around them? And then wonder, what questions do you actually have about this bit of text? What's happening? When he's whisked up into the clouds, where do you think he's going? Who could have whisked him into the clouds? Once you've done that, I then want you to give 2 reasons for your answer. So 2 emotions that Pick feels about the gods, and then some evidence from the text to support this. So for this bit, you should have completed your see, think and wonder, at least 3 things in each box, please. And then I've given an answer as to how it would appear if you were doing a comprehension test. So how do you think that Pick feels about the gods? I think Pick feels fed up of the gods. I know this because it says he's impatiently listening to the prophecy, and this demonstrates he has a lack of care about what the gods have to say. And because it says 2 reasons, I've given a second reason. I also think he feels like he's just as important as the gods, as he says, I would tell Chak to get to work. This shows that he thinks he's important enough to give instructions to the gods. So that would be an answer to that question, but you should have completed the see, think, wonder and written an answer for that question. For your final task for this lesson, you're going to be working independently without me going through the quotes with you. You're going to do quote 1, 2 and 3 in the see, think, wonder chart. Now this is saved onto the assignment for you and you will complete the sheet for each quote. So you could have 3 sheets or you can split the sheet into 3 parts. So you can do quote 1, then quote 2, then quote 3, but you need to have done the see, think and wonder for each. I would like a minimum of 3 things for each box for each quote. So overall, there should be 9 things in the see column, 9 things in the think column, and 9 questions in the wonder column. Please submit this at the end of the lesson for it to be marked. Thank you.